Hey guys, it's Stefanie. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Stefanie and I make videos on life while paying off my student loans. So I share a little bit about money, a little bit about life, and just everything in between. So today's video, what I wanted to share with you guys was 25 ways that helped us save $25,000. So that $25,000 went towards, mostly towards the down payment of our house, also the closing costs, and it also left us a little bit of extra money for when we moved, some of the renovations that we wanted to do. If you're new here and you haven't seen the house tour and some of the renovation videos, I definitely suggest that you check some of those out so you guys can see the house and some of the projects that we've been working on. And speaking of projects, today's video is the first sit-down one filmed inside the new house, and behind me, hopefully it doesn't look like I have like plants growing out of my head in the shot, but behind me is one of the projects that I was talking about, and I did just post a video sharing this project, so you may want to check that one out too. Anyways, let's just get right into it. These are 25 things that we did that helped us save $25,000. So number one is we put our savings in a high yield savings account. So a high yield savings account is an account that gives you a little bit higher percentage back than a regular checking account does. Personally, we have American Express as our high yield bank account, and we made sure to put all of our savings while we were saving into that account just so that we could get a little bit extra back with interest, that more than we would at our Fifth Third bank account. Number two is that we participated in sign-up bonuses for a new bank account. So you can look online for different ones that you may qualify for, but all the time banks are giving out different bonuses for creating a new checking account. Usually they have some sort of deposit minimum or amount of time that you have to have the money deposited, or a number of direct deposits that need to be made into the account. And so we did participate in one of those, and we were able to get a $500 bonus once we completed the requirements. These change, so I would just recommend looking them up in Google to see which ones are currently going on. Number three, we saved our stimulus checks. So we did put a little bit of our stimulus checks towards spending, but the majority of it we did put into our savings. We received both stimulus checks, and we did save a good portion of them. Number four is we started to prioritize savings over our debt repayments. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am working on paying off my student loans from my physical therapy degree, and for a while we were doing a significant amount per month to those loans. But once we decided that we were ready to look for a house and settle down, we decided to cut back on the amount that we were putting per month to the student loans and shift some of that money to savings instead. Number five that really helped us ramp things up was we side hustled, and we side hustled hard with eBay. So again, if you've been following my channel, I do share some information about that side hustle. But what we do is we find items, usually at thrift stores, but sometimes garage sales, buy them and then resell them on eBay, and that gives us a good amount of money per month. Start in 2021, we made, I think, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's around $6,000 so far extra. So that was a good boost to our $25,000 goal. Number six, another little side hustle, definitely not as much as eBay, but still a good hustle, is Field Agent. I've talked about it before, but we love doing Field Agent. It's an app where you do secret shopping basically. So we were able to get free things, and one of the free things that we got a lot of this past year was alcohol. And alcohol is very expensive, but Field Agent was kicking out those seltzer secret shoppers like every other day for us. So we were able to, pick those up, get paid for our review, and also get reimbursed for the purchase. So obviously there were other things we did too, but that was a nice one to not spend any money on alcohol really this past year because we were getting it free from Field Agent. Number seven is Fetch Rewards. Again, another one that I've talked about, but I really do love it. It is an app where you scan your receipts and then you get points back, And so this is one, again, it's not a huge contributor, but it is an easy one to do to get gift cards and cash back, and it's just a nice little something extra. Number 8 is we used Rakuten whenever we shopped online. So if we were already shopping for something online, we used Rakuten, which gives you a little bit of extra cash back for your purchase. We like to do this and combine it with Groupon. You can shop through Rakuten for Groupon, and Groupon you're already getting a deal for something, and then you get extra cash back on top of that, and so it just really combines it and makes it a great savings. If you haven't used Rakuten before, I'll leave my link in the description box, which will give you, it varies depending on what promotion they're doing, but $20 to $40 back for free for signing up. So if you haven't signed up, I definitely recommend it. It's super easy and super great. Number 9 is we were really big into meal planning. I did share a video on how I meal plan and how that helps save us so much money on groceries. Having a plan and just knowing exactly what is in your fridge and not being wasteful with your food just cuts back so much. Groceries are one of the top categories in our budget in terms of how much we spend, and just making sure that that is as low as possible. Meal planning really helps with that. Going along with that, number 10 is we shop at a discount grocery store, Aldi. When we were in North Carolina, we also shopped at Lidl, but they don't have those here in Florida. So Aldi is great. We love Aldi. You know that I still love my Trader Joe's, but shopping at Aldi primarily, and then every once in a while we go to Trader Joe's for some fun. But you really do notice the price difference at Aldi. Things are significantly cheaper, I've noticed. And I definitely recommend giving Aldi a try if you haven't already. Even just, getting your produce there is so much cheaper, and the quality has really never been a problem for us. Number 11, we stopped eating as much meat. So decreasing the amount of meat consumption decreases the amount that we spend on groceries, because meat is consistently one of the more expensive things that we purchase when we do go grocery shopping. So we have found a few different vegetarian or vegan meals, and they've kind of become staples, and we try to eat meatless about 3 times a week now. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, it just kind of depends, but we do really try to cut back on the amount of meat that we eat, just so that we're not spending as much. Number 12 was something that we implemented this year, and something that I've talked about on this channel before as well, and that is we decided to shop only secondhand. And obviously there's exceptions where we did have to buy something new, but just by changing our mindset and trying to, challenge ourselves to see if we can find these things secondhand first, has saved us so much money. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've had something in my mind that I've been wanting to purchase, and then I go to the thrift store and I end up finding it for a significant amount less. Like even just recently, David wanted a pizza oven for his birthday, and it's $350 on Amazon, and I was totally resigned to, okay, it's his birthday, that's his birthday gift, we'll buy it, that's fine. And then literally not even a few days later, he found the exact one that he wanted on Facebook Marketplace for half the price. So it's if you want it, it's probably out there used somewhere. So you just have to have the patience and sometimes the time to wait until it comes to secondhand. But I swear it's like you can manifest these things. I don't know if it's just that you're paying more attention for the specific thing that you want, but I swear all the time we are finding things that are on our list secondhand for a fraction of the cost, and that has saved us a ton of money. Number 13, kind of going along with the previous one, is that we don't shop Amazon Prime. By not having Amazon Prime, we're not tempted to shop for things on there, obviously, because you have to wait to have $25 in your cart until the shipping is free. And that's what we do. If we do end up needing something on Amazon, we usually wait until we have that $25 so that the shipping is free. But typically we just avoid Amazon. If we need something new and immediate, we'll probably just pick it up at Target or Walmart. But I find that when you have access to Amazon Prime, you are so much more tempted for that one click and it's going to be at your door the next day kind of thing. And it's just that instant part of Amazon that is just so bad for your wallet, and just removing yourself from it has really helped us save so much money. Plus we're not paying the whatever $100 a year it is for the Prime membership. Number 14 is we stopped mindless spending and implemented a 24-hour rule. So I think I've talked about this before, but and it kind of goes in with the Amazon thing and the buying nothing new. They're kind of tied together a little bit, but the 24-hour rule is just waiting a period of at least 24 hours before you purchase something. When you see something, like you're scrolling and you see it and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that, but it's not something that you have previously planned on purchasing, then it's probably not something that you actually have to have. And forcing yourself to wait 24 hours kind of gives you that like time to pause and think whether you really do need it or not. And having this 24-hour rule really helps you save on those impulse purchases and helps you save money in the long run as well. Number 15 is we cut back on eating out. So we do really like to eat out, but obviously eating out can be a huge hindrance in your budget, especially when you're trying to save a lot of money. So I'm not saying we cut back completely on eating out, we still ate out, but what we did try to do is we either used Groupons or we went specifically during happy hours and just tried to, one, limit the amount of times we're going out, and two, save as much as possible when we did go out. 16 is we packed our lunch. I always packed my lunch, and David packed his lunch almost every day as well. I think he goes out to lunch once or once every other week with some of his coworkers, and otherwise we are both packing our lunches. Even if you go out 3 times a week and that's like $15 each time, that's $45 a week, which is a significant amount of money that you're spending going out for food. So cutting that down to even just once a week can save you so much money. Number 17 is we only went to Starbucks if we had a gift card. So I go to Starbucks probably once a week, and I never spend any of my own money. I never reload my Starbucks app with money from my bank account. It is always going from gift cards. And like I previously mentioned, Fetch Rewards is one of the apps that I use. We also use Ibotta and Get Upside, and all of those are cashback apps, and I always convert my points to either a Starbucks gift card, a Target gift card, or a Amazon gift card, and most frequently it is going to be a Starbucks gift card that I choose to do, and we only go to Starbucks when there's money from the gift cards to be spent. Number 18 is that we got library cards and used those library cards, one for the library and also for, there's 2 apps where you can get free audiobooks and ebooks. The first one is Hoopla and the other one is Libby. And both of those you can get access through your library card to tons of free content, and I definitely recommend checking that out. If you're someone who uses Audible, I would recommend taking a pause in your subscription and trying out Hoopla and Libby and seeing if those free options can kind of sustain you rather than using Audible. Number 19 is we did a lot of free activities. We did a lot of walking, we went to the beach, we found lots of trails to take Apollo on and to play with him. We read, we played board games. For Christmas, we were gifted an activity, which is nice. If you can ask to be gifted activities, that's really nice. We were gifted passes to Busch Gardens, so that is, I guess, technically free because it was a gift. So just anything that you can find to do that is free rather than paying really helps you accelerate your savings. 20 is we worked out at home, so we did not pay for a gym membership, and we still don't. We decided to cancel gym memberships and work out at home using the equipment that we have. We have like a weight set and a bench, and I mostly do yoga for free. I use YouTube for that. I don't go to a studio or anything, and you know, that can cut back. Like if you're going to one of the cheap gyms, that's, you know, maybe only $15 for you, but for some people paying, you know, over $100. My husband was part of Lifetime for a little while, and that was like $80 a month. And, you know, he did enjoy it, but at the end of the day, we needed to save more money, and that was one of the things that could go. Number 21 is we use our credit card rewards points for free travel. So we are people that like to use our credit card rewards points and travel hack. Now, if you're somebody who is working on paying off credit card debt, then this is definitely not something I would recommend for you. But if you are a responsible credit card owner, I would definitely look into travel hacking through credit card sign-up bonuses and rewards points, because we have gotten thousands and thousands of dollars of free travel through this. And we don't spend extra by having credit cards. That's, something that's said in the personal finance community sometimes. And we put all of our necessary essential purchases. We are not cash people, never will be. For us, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but whenever we do have cash, it just feels like monopoly money and isn't real, because it's like not connected to our bank account. So it just doesn't, it's just not the way we think. So we are definitely proponents of using the credit cards as a tool to get free stuff. And so whenever we had to travel, whether it was flights or hotels, anything like that, we turned in our points to get free stays or free flights. And this is something that we do all the time and definitely recommend learning about. Graham Stefan has a lot of great videos on it. If you are just hearing about it for the first time, I would recommend checking out his videos about it. Number 22 is we lived in an okay apartment when we first moved here. So what I mean by that is we did not live in any fancy luxury apartment. It had 2 bedrooms and a bath, and it was safe. It wasn't right downtown, and it was, at a price point where we were still paying a good, rent in Tampa is expensive. So I would still feel like we were paying a good chunk of money, but definitely way less than it would have been if we were right downtown at a luxury apartment. So by choosing to be in an okay apartment for a few months while we saved and looked for our forever home, that helped us save a lot of money, because housing is one of the top expenses, right? So if we were paying $500, $600, $800 more a month, that is on rent, that's money that we would not have been able to put towards our savings. And so it was fine. Obviously we didn't love it, but it was safe, it was a place to live, and got the job done. Number 23 is that we frequently kind of evaluated our belongings and decluttered and sold anything that we felt like we didn't need anymore on eBay for our eBay business or on Facebook Marketplace, and all of that extra money was money that we were able to put into savings. Number 24 is a little bit specific to our situation, but so our apartment that we stayed at, like I said, it was an okay apartment, and one of the things that was okay about it was that laundry was not in unit. So that was a bummer. We could have paid $50 a month to rent a washer and dryer, and we just decided what we would do is we would go to the washer, the common, laundry room area. We went every other week, and then the rest of the times we would save up our laundry and we would do it at my in-laws. So that helped us save some extra money, because obviously we did still have to pay when we did it at our apartment complex. You have to pay to use the washer and dryer, and it does add up. It's like $1.75 per load for the washer and the dryer, so it does add up. So we decided to just try and save up our laundry as much as we could and bring it to my in-laws, and we just do a whole bunch of loads there when we visited them. But I mean, obviously it's not glamorous, but it is something that we decided to do just to save a little extra cash. And now that we're in the house, we have our own laundry machine, and I love being able to do laundry whenever I feel like it. And number 25 is something that I think many people don't think about or realize is something that your insurance may offer. But our health insurance offered to reduce our premiums by $25 per pay period per person if we got a yearly wellness physical. and the doctor, you know, signed saying that we were healthy, no major issues, that sort of thing. So that's a good amount of money that we are saving per month on our health insurance because we went ahead and got our yearly physicals and everything with our health is okay. So fingers crossed that continues. But yeah, that was the number 25 thing that we did. So there you go. Those are 25 things, some small things, some big things that helped us push to our goal of saving $25,000. So I hope that this list gave you some ideas, whether you're working on saving for a down payment, whether you're working on saving for your emergency fund, or whether you're just looking for ways to cut back and be able to have a little bit of extra money for whatever goal it is. Hopefully you found at least one or two in my list that you're able to implement into your life. Let me know in the comments some ways that you save money. I'd love to hear all of your guys' ideas as well. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell while you're at it so you don't miss another one of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.